Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and this is your June 2020 tarot reading. Like we always do, I'm going to tell you what your focus is. I'm going to give you an oracle card. We'll shuffle and figure out what your message is from Spirit. And then we're going to hop right into the beginning, middle, and end. And just as a disclaimer, you guys, these are general readings. So specifically for my monthly tarot readings that I do for you all, there will always be something on the screen that says the beginning of June, middle of June, end of June, sometimes even with the date. So if you would like to leave timestamps, you're more than welcome to do that. Or just come back and watch each segment for each date, that it is selected for or whatever. But just for those of you who like to really get into the nitty gritty of what's happening for, 1 week that's coming up, 2 weeks, whatever. All right, so let's just get started. So here's your card here. By the way, I am drinking coffee, so hopefully I'm not speaking too fast. So this is your card. This is your energy, Capricorn. Your focus is Neptune, okay? So with Neptune, this is all about imagination, sometimes illusion. But Neptune is the planet that represents the receptivity of messages from the ethers or the higher realms or the heavens, whatever you want to call it. So with that being said, I definitely think that there's going to be maybe some downloads that you're receiving from Spirit, and if not that, maybe you're becoming more in touch with your imaginative side, or especially if you're like a creative Capricorn. For some reason I was thinking animation or some type of like cartoon, drawing, art, something like that. There's some connectivity happening in that realm for you throughout your June, okay? So what does, rest and rejuvenate. So with this card, I automatically know that this means that you have just gotten out of something kind of harsh, something that probably depleted your energy. But if not even, physically, I think definitely emotionally and mentally, it was something that kind of drained you. And with this with this card here, in relation to your June, I think what you're encouraged to do is to really relax for once, Capricorn, like sit down, have a break. And when you're doing this, try to see what Spirit needs to tell you individually. So it doesn't have to be meditation, but for some of you, I feel like you need to go out into nature, or you need to try to immerse yourself in a different environment than what you have been doing. Kind of step into a new domain for yourself so that you can, be in a different mindset, mind frame. And when that happens, you usually get a different type of outcome, or like, what's the saying, the definition of insanity is repeating the same actions over and over and expecting something different. That's what I just felt for you. So I think you need to try to tap into a different type of mode and environment for yourself, and then sit with that and really however you ask or talk to Spirit, you have to really, really try to sit and receive messages. For some of you, I feel like you're going to get them just out of nowhere, out of the blue. Maybe when you're just walking around outside or something, you get some type of thought, or maybe you see a sign. So it's something like that. It's going to be something that only you can attest to, only you can recognize. And it's going to be, pretty intuitive, okay? So I would advise you to stay as relaxed as possible. Obviously, take care of your business, but that's what I'm seeing for the message. The number on that card is the number 4, for those of you who are into numerology. All right, so let's see what's going to happen for the beginning of your June. We got the Emperor. Okay, so the beginning of June for Capricorn is the Emperor. So I'm not quite sure just yet, but I do feel like this may be you showing up as a person who's taking charge of themselves. Interestingly enough, we do have the number 4. I was just saying that on the Rest and Rejuvenate card. And the number 4 also represents the Emperor in Tarot and the Major Arcana system. So I do feel like this could be this is the mode or the vibe that you're in, to the point where you're really in charge. You're in charge. I feel like some of you guys have people working under you. So maybe this is why you're able to rest and rejuvenate. You can kind of give the workload or the labor to someone else, and all you have to do is kind of delegate, and lead the way. Clarification. Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, so for a lot of you, it is in regards to your job. You can kind of sit back. A lot of you will be able to plan what future projects or future maybe marketing. It's something along with planning for the future within your business, if you own one or if you work with one, or if you're the boss of something. So even if you're the boss of just, I don't know, your family life, maybe you're planning on future events and future social settings and things like that you and your family can partake in. Seven of Cups. Yeah, so you have a lot of options. Like, it's almost with the Seven of Cups in regards to this Prince of Pentacles, you have a lot of ways that you're making money, but you're also kind of like, maybe like if this is a business, for an example, you have a lot of influx of like customers coming towards you or clients or whatever. And so I feel like you're kind of not overwhelmed, but you may need to take a step back. Maybe you put in a lot of work at the end of May, and now in the beginning of June, you have all of your like fruits of your labors coming towards you. But at the same time, you kind of have to like rest because you put in so much work at the end of May. So while you're doing this, still be like processing and preparing for whatever you have coming up. But I do feel like this is a situation where you have to kind of like figure out and maybe prioritize, or what's the word I'm looking for? Order whatever you have to do and according to what's most important to what's least important. That's the type of energy I'm getting. But it doesn't necessarily mean you have to start working right now. How do you feel about having all of these things coming at you? I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, maybe a lot of projects you're working on. Seven of Cups. How does Capricorn feel about this? I feel like for some of you, you're kind of in like the beginning stages of whatever this business is or whatever this project is, and it's starting to become successful, and you're also starting to see it become more stable, like something you can actually hold on to, like more of a long-lasting approach. We have Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, you do realize that there is a lot of commitment and a lot of responsibility you have in regards to this, but I feel like you're mature enough and you've worked hard enough, you've trained enough, you've sharpened whatever your skill is. You've become like really good at it, so you're able to take on this load now. Awesome. But I still feel like there is this energy of you still need to kind of take it slow. Not take it slow, but make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you have time to assess everything that's happening. Does that make sense? I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about because you have a lot of things on your plate. You can handle it, but you don't want to tire yourself out to the point where you can't even keep up with the demand. So it's a really, I like this for you because I feel like there's a lot of good things that you have been, a lot of good seeds that you've been planting for yourself. And remember, I always tell you guys with that Saturn energy that you're ruled by, you just came out of something that was harsh, but right after the harshness comes the sunshine. That's when all the things start to look better and feel better. Whenever you have the good things come towards you, you're able to really appreciate, you know, the harsh times, because without that harsh time, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference of what something is whenever it's good. Does that make sense? The duality, okay? So you're going towards the sunshine for sure, but you're still being asked by spirit to stay in the shade, if that makes sense. So sit under a tree, hell, hug a tree, okay? And I think you should also be grateful for the things that have happened so far because you have a lot of good things coming towards you, for sure. How are you showing up in the beginning of your June, Capricorn? What's your attitude like? How are you showing up? Okay, we got two cards. Okay. So we have Daughter of Earth and Bravery. Okay, so this is definitely you, Capricorn, with the Daughter of Earth. I definitely feel like you guys are tapping into this new potential that you found within yourself. And also you're able to really understand how to use and what's the word? You know how to use your Capricorn energy to the point where it actually brings benefits for you and not just struggles and challenges. You're also expanding your horizons, meaning you're going towards a new phase in your life that may be a little challenging just because it's new, but it's also something that will give you great excitement, adrenaline rushes, and just all these things that I think you will be proud of yourself for doing once you do it, but it is going to be a little scary going towards it. But you seem to be very confident and optimistic about the things coming your way and the things you're facing. And I think you're also starting to be like, wow, like this is really starting to happen. Like it's starting to happen. For a lot of you, I feel like you've been planning on this for quite some time, you know, like whatever this new thing is that you are finally starting to see results in. You've been planning on this. You've been really like focusing and trying to get to it. And now that it's coming, you're like, here it comes. But you have to prepare yourself. That's what I think you have to do. Really sit and make sure you're in tune with whatever energies you have been utilizing in the first place to get to this point. Awesome. Okay. So I definitely feel like that was targeted towards work and career for a lot of you, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and see what's happening in the middle of your June. Middle of June for Capricorn. I saw you. Ace of Cups. So just like I was saying, it looked like that was all about work. In the middle of June, I do see a new transition within your emotional life. Now, this could be a new person coming in. This could definitely just be like a new horizon for you. Eight of Cups. So some of you guys are going towards someone new, or someone is coming towards you. That's what I'm seeing with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Let's go ahead and see who this is. Who is Capricorn going towards, or who is coming towards Capricorn? Okay, we got air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Okay. Air signs, Ten of Swords. This could have been someone that you ended things with in the past, or maybe the communication got lost a while back. It could be because of quarantine or something like that. I'm also feeling like some of you guys know this person just off of like social media. Like you talked to them, like you were texting them, you just DM them or something like that. Maybe it's that type of connection. How do you feel about this person, Capricorn? How does Capricorn feel about this air sign coming towards them? If it's not an air sign, it's just saying they have that air-like energy. Okay, we got Page of Swords. So you don't really have a true feeling on them yet. Like you're just starting to see, you know, what the possibilities can be. I think you definitely feel like there's lots of potential, but it's just because it's still fresh, okay? So this is still a fresh type of union. Obviously with the Ace of Cups, it's definitely something new, new. Let's get a little bit more clarification on this situation. Ace of Cups. Princess of Wands. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this person, either you or vice versa, they saw you or you saw them and you were very attracted to them. But it was almost like, it's not so much of a seduction. It's more so of a, I don't know. Let's get a little bit more clarification. The Lovers. Okay. So it wasn't love at first sight, but whenever they saw you, they definitely had thoughts, or you had thoughts of being with them. You're like, I could definitely see myself with them. So not necessarily like love at first sight, but when they saw you, I feel like they were scrolling through your pictures or something, like on Instagram or something like that, where it wasn't so confrontational, but they definitely felt like a fire, or you felt a fire for them. For a lot of you, I think this person could have been hadn't been in a relationship for a while, or maybe just gotten out of a relationship. But either way, I definitely feel like they're single, like they're free, and they're kind of like, oh, I could actually see myself wanting to talk to this person type of energy. How does this person feel about you, Capricorn? Seven of Pentacles. So they feel like you're very healthy. They also feel like you're very down to earth, and I think that they feel like you're a hard worker, or they feel like you're very strict on your routine in life. Like they know that if they're going to come to you, they have to come correct. For some reason, I got the feeling that some of them feel like you have to make time for them or something like that. So they're going to try to like, I don't know. I feel like they know that you're a person who values time, so they're not going to try to waste it. So for some people, that means they may rush in too hot or whatever. But for others, I feel like it means they know that you as a Capricorn, they have to really, really come with something. It can't just be like, hey, like, do you want to talk on the phone? You're like, I have stuff to do. Like, do you have something you want to talk about? Or, you know, like they're always going to have a reason why they need to talk to you, so they don't waste your time. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Is there anything else I need to say about this, Spirit? For some of you, I feel like you are going to start a relationship with them. I'm not sure if it'll be now, but I do feel like this is like the budding of a relationship coming towards you, especially for my Capricorn singles. Two of Swords. Okay. So with this union, or this person that you're going towards, or they're wanting to go towards you, I feel like both of you guys feel like you have to take a leap of faith, especially this other person if they are an air sign, because this is like an air like card. I feel like they're going out of their way to allow themselves to have feelings for you. Does that make sense? Like maybe they're a person, like I said, like they were in a relationship and they haven't been in a long time, or maybe they're kind of scarred from their last relationship, but they're actually willing to take a chance on you, which is, I like that. I think that's cool, as long as they don't have too much baggage, right? Yeah, 8 of Swords. Wow. So yeah, they had to walk away from someone else, and now they're ready to go towards you, but they still feel like it's going to take a little effort, you know? Like it's not easy for them to do this. I think they definitely have been avoiding love, the topic of love, but with you, they're kind of like, okay, maybe this could go somewhere, you know? How are you showing up, and how are they showing up? Okay. So Capricorn, you're showing up with the victory card. So you are probably being like, a lot of people are applauding you. I feel like a lot of people are watching you. A lot of people are seeing your rise of success happening. And then the way that this other person is showing up is conflict. So, and they both have the Leo energy here. So on this card here, this is how they're showing up in the middle of June. So with conflict. So it's almost like they want to, like they see your success, they're seeing above all of that, but for some reason they feel like they're supposed to go towards you. And I feel like for them, it's kind of like, I don't want to. Like they're kind of resisting it, but they can't help themselves. So AKA like how this helicopter is just falling. Like once the helicopter is messed up, that's it. It's just going to go down, even though nobody wants the helicopter to crash, you know? Not that it is going to be a crash whenever this person meets you, but I think it kind of took them by surprise that they're even trying to entertain you. But at the same time, they definitely see why they want to. Like, they see who you are. They feel like this is maybe an opportunity for them that won't come for a long time, because a lot of people probably want you. Like, a lot of people probably have their eyes on you. And so for them to be the person that you're actually talking to or whatever, I think they're like, I better take it. I better take this chance. I better go for it. But it is something that's kind of hard for them. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's get a little bit of advice for those of you in relation to this person, because I want to make sure, you know, maybe you shouldn't move too fast or whatever. Let's see what Spirit needs to tell us about this. Okay, we got 2 cards. So the first one is the Queen of Wands. The second one is the Four of Swords. So yes, you should have a totally focused, driven feeling about this person. Like if you want them, then go for it. But with the Four of Swords, I do think that you're supposed to take it a little, you know, slow. Like try to make sure that you're not rushing in too fast. And then also, before you do certain things with this person, make sure that you have really sat and thought about it. We have the Rest and Rejuvenate card, remember? And then we also have Neptune. So remember, there is, like, you need to make sure you're taking time to assess everything, because with Neptune energy, yes, it can provide a lot of different new avenues for you to, like, look into, because it's, like, it's trippy. It's always trippy. But with that being said, it can also start to become, like, an illusion, you know? So don't, like, make sure you know who this person is before you really jump in, or know what you want the end goal to be, before you really just give it your all, okay? So I would say take it slow, but just let them know that you're interested, but try not to, like, overwhelm them with, you know, if you've been wanting a relationship, like, don't go overboard, okay, Capricorn? But I do like the connection with this. I think there's a little hesitation, but it's also like, I'm going to go for it on their end. So that's pretty cool. And the end of your June, Capricorn. End of June. Ooh, don't you fall. Okay, so we have a little fallout. I also kind of feel like there's going to be a lot on your plate at the end of June. End of June for Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Devil. Oh, goodness, Capricorn. So this is you. Okay, so you're starting to focus on yourself. I do feel like there's a little bit of an attachment happening, like starting to form. Like maybe it's with this person. We'll see in a second. In regards to this Devil card, why is it showing up? The World in reverse. Alrighty, so the world in reverse, I feel like some of you are bringing back old habits from your past. Or maybe going back towards a certain person. Four of Wands. Okay, with the Four of Wands, this could have something to do with your home, like your actual house that you live in. But for some, I feel like this is also saying in regards to the World card being in reverse and the Devil, and then with the Four of Wands, I feel like some of you guys are bringing back old habits from your past relationship into this one. Or maybe, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's habits, but it could also just be like the way that you, I don't know, it's something that maybe you should try to refrain from doing, though. I feel like you don't want to go back into that. Maybe you have old baggage and you're bringing it into this one, this relationship or this union that's starting. Or maybe you have a bad habit of wanting people to speed up the process in a relationship, and you're starting to show that to this person. The Fool. Very interesting. Yeah, like, I feel, especially with all of these major arcana cards, to me this is saying that you have to kind of take it slow, because you don't know where this is going. So for some of you, maybe you're bringing back old baggage from your past relationship, like your trust issues, or maybe you're starting to recognize little things that they do, and you're like, like you're looking really deep into it. But I think this card is saying ease up, like be a little bit more lighthearted with it. Like, it's okay. Like, they haven't messed up, but maybe if you keep nagging them on a certain situation, or if you keep bringing up past situations and it has nothing to do with them, then they're going to get tired of it really fast. So I would say allow them to show them who they are to you, and take it one step at a time. This is a new journey for you, and like you literally don't know where it's going to go. So don't try to make it like you do know where it's going to go. Does that make sense? Like with the Fool card, it's about being fresh. It's Aries energy. It's a new path. It's, you don't know what's coming, and that's good, and that can also be bad, you know. Stay alert. You know, you don't want to become just like naive and like not paying attention to anything, but you want to make sure you're allowing yourself to enjoy the journey with this new person. You understand what I'm saying? What exactly is this World energy here for? What is this old habit? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, like you're probably trying to settle down too fast for this person. Or maybe you've had, like maybe you were married before, and like you're bringing up stuff that your ex-husband or ex-whoever wife used to do. Or maybe you're trying to talk about kids, or maybe you're trying to talk about, I don't know, life insurance. Like something that's too deep too fast. So relax. You got to relax, okay, Capricorn? I think it's okay that you have these thoughts, and I don't see it being like terrible, but I think you gotta ease into it before you start to, put all this settling down energy into this equation. Yes? Yeah, Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So it's just you. It's just you being yourself, but like in overdrive. You have to remember, like, yes, you're supposed to plan for the future, Capricorn. You're an earth sign. I would never tell you not to do that, okay? But what I'm saying is with this air energy person, or this air, whoever they are, they probably do think about the future, but not to the point where they're literally planning for it. I feel like they're a little bit more... They try to go with the flow. For some reason, I feel like they're an Aquarius. I feel like they're a little bit more, like maybe they already have their own plans of what they want to do. So you don't want to push them away, In the future, it'll be probably easier for you guys to kind of come together with your thoughts and plans and maybe build something from there. But I feel like you're kind of overbearing what you want to happen in the future for yourself, and you're forgetting to even ask them. This person is probably like, let's just like go with the flow. Let's go towards this journey and see where it goes. But let's not plan a set systematic way of doing things. So this, I don't see it being a deal breaker, but maybe for some of you it is. Especially if this is an Aquarius, though, they already have their fixed way of being. So you don't want to, it's a fixed sign, so they're stubborn as hell. Okay, so make sure you're being careful with that. Let's get a little bit more information on who this person could be as far as signs. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Who could this person be? Who is this person? What's their energy like? Yeah, Libra. So it's definitely like an air sign, or someone who's very like, I feel like they're kind of a free spirit, but at the same time, they don't like being told what to do. They like to initiate certain things, so you can't be so bossy, Capricorn. You kind of have to ease up a little bit. And I think that'll be actually good for you to do this. How does this person that you're dealing with, how do they feel about this new journey you guys are going on? I hope that you guys can still hear me over the I think someone's cutting their yard outside right now. How do they feel about this new journey that you guys are going towards? Oh, it already fell. Queen of Wands. Okay, so they do feel really passionate about this and they see it going far. And I think they just feel the passion right now. Like they feel it, they like it. So don't screw it up, Capricorn. Like try to keep it fun. Keep it fun right now, okay? I did want to see how you're showing up versus how they're showing up. You're showing up as comfort. Yeah, I just feel like you're talking about settling down, having kids, yada, yada, yada. Or maybe you're just talking about your home life a lot. So kind of refrain from talking about things that could scare them off, okay? Not to say you should change if you want that, but I'm saying I think it's too fresh for you to start doing that so soon. And how are they showing up? I also wanted to say I feel like this person is a person where you don't want to scare them off with commitment. Not to say that they won't ever be committed, but remember, they have some baggage and some conflict from their past relationships that may make it really weird for them if you start talking about let's make it official and, you know, all that stuff. So we have domination. So they're showing up as someone who wants to join forces with you, but they also want a certain amount of control. So this is where I feel like it's going to clash for you guys. For some of you, it's not going to work out as far as like, you know, you want all the control and so do they. But for some of you, this could be a really, really good learning process and learning curve for you guys. So it really just depends on, you know, what's your situation and how deep this goes as far as the matters. But I would say it's fine. Like, I think it's just all about you not going too deep too fast. Like, don't do that. Whatever you were doing in your past with people, don't do it. Don't rush in so fast. You have a lot on your plate already with your job or however you make your money, and it's really doing well so far, and a lot of people are paying attention. So you don't want to get drained out by focusing all your attention on this union that is blossoming, but you're going to drain the life out of it by trying to force it too fast. Okay, so be very, very careful with that, Capricorn. Like I said, take it easy, take it chill. This is a chill month for you. You have a lot of good things coming, and it's because you went through a lot of hard things. So you don't want to add on stress after you just got rid of it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for this reading. Thank you so much for watching it. I definitely like what I'm seeing here. It was really easy. It flowed really well. And yeah, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome, so you can get more videos from me. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, so more people like you can see it and all of your Capricorn gang can actually be a part of it as well. I have one Instagram account that I am now putting everything on. It should be on the screen here somewhere. Make sure you add me on there, follow me on there, especially if you have content that I could look into as well, because I love seeing other people's perspectives and things. And yeah, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com if you would like to purchase your own private reading, or you can sign up for my Patreon, where I will give you monthly personalized readings every single month, okay? So yeah, let me know what you guys want to do in that regard, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Capricorn.